So funny.
You're going to have some splaining to do. Hey, it's Selena and Crockett, 100.7
Hey,
LE.
you got some splaining to do.
I'm trying to eat a like a protein bar, and there's like no moisture to it whatsoever. So I'm trying to get through it before we started. Hey, you know what's we were talking about what people get into arguments over, and 1 in 4, is it 1 in 4? Yeah, a quarter. 1 in 4 of couples get into arguments over social media. Now, is it what they post and they see the other person post, or is it that they're on social media too much and not giving the other person enough attention?
So I think it's probably a combination of both. I think the bigger argument is if you see, hey, I see you're following maybe this person or you've liked this person's photos. But I could see the
That's a deep follow, by the way, if you're seeing what your honey is liking and following.
yeah, yeah, no doubt. Maybe you're already suspicious. Don't be
Mm.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Kelly, good morning. But I feel like the baseline one is just like bro or sis or whoever it is. Hey, put your phone down. Like, can we watch this here?
Yeah. Yeah, stop
Um,
scrolling. Well, we're gonna have another thing to answer too on social media now, another thing to argue about because I just saw this. Facebook and Instagram are lifting their ban on topless pictures. So,
what a world.
it's
What a world we're
gonna get
living in.
interesting.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
likes before are if if they were liking the other one in the swimsuit before, wait till they're liking now. Dawn, good morning, friends. Have a great day. Prayers sent to my mom. She's getting surgery today. Yeah, big prayers out to you there, Dawn, and your family.
Yes,
For
Don.
sure. Yes, we'll keep you in our thoughts for
Yes.
sure. Um,
Uh, Facebook's oversight board ruled that the ban impedes the right for women and others to freely express themselves. So now, yeah, but you can't do it at certain beaches unless it is specifically a topless beach. I don't know why all of a sudden that's going to be interesting. I have a lot of explaining to do. You're right.
I'm thinking about the statistic you just had. About 25% of couples are going to get in an argument about it. I think my best move right now is to just keep my mouth shut on that new fact that you've delivered, and I'm going to move past it.
So, are you going to scroll past it, or do you think you might pause a couple times, like some good pictures?
I
I guess that's the
mean,
question.
so here's a good point is, you aren't in control of, like, if you just log in, depending on how your settings are, whether you do the most recent settings or the most popular thing that comes up, whether it's whatever social media you're on, typically what will happen is based on your follows and maybe some of your interactions, um, like you could just open your phone and the first thing that could come up could be some girl you are friends with from college that decided to,
Bear it all.
and that's not, I
You didn't do
what
it.
do you say if you're
I
sitting in
know.
bed and what am
And
I
it
supposed to
pops
say,
up.
like, like,
Good
I don't,
choice of words.
sorry, the algorithm has me friends with this
Yeah.
person for 20
Yeah,
years.
that's not fair. Because
um
I'll have things pop up on my socials. I'm like, who is this person? I don't know why it's popping. Probably because it's very popular. That's why.
right,
And those pictures
exactly,
will be.
and I'm going to put this as delicately as I can. If someone wants to express themselves in that way, some tells me it's going to get a lot of thumbs up. Keith, back to work. My birthday's over. Happy belated, buddy.
Happy
Brad,
belated.
Alpha, I don't know what that means. Cheryl, good morning, friends. Good morning to you, Cheryl. So,
Um, so
um,
but I think that's going to be a legit conversation between you and your honey. Meantime, Shakira is dealing with an empty bottle of jam in her fridge, and it ain't hers. So she thinks that her partner's cheating on her because of a bottle of jam in the fridge. She's like, I don't eat jam.
I know you're allergic to strawberries. What?
My kids don't eat jam. Why is there jam in my fridge? Who did you have over? She was asking her partner. Gerard. I don't know who this Gerard is, but he
You know
likes
what? I'll
jam.
bet that You know, you get the old get into the car, "Why is your seat all adjusted?" Probably
Oh,
because our kids were kicking the back of it, and I got tired of hearing it, maybe. Um, and I think especially now in the world of, um I don't know what the statistics are on women who love true crime podcasts, but
it's like a dirty that's like a dirty little pleasure, isn't it?
I know
Watching
that
those.
my wife and
Yeah.
all of her friends are
Mhm.
constantly so they're almost detectives in that way of like, "Hey, why is the car seat moved?" And I'm gonna be like, "Because I had to move the seat to clean up Liam's animal crackers that he dumped all over the floor back here.
It's not as exciting as you want it to be, babe.
I
It's
wish it was, trust me." Um,
for real.
but yeah, but I think with this, we were kind of focusing on like the little things that'll have you get into an argument and then you kind of look back on it and you're like, did we really argue about that? But I feel like most of those situations stem from, okay, there's a couple of little things that have annoyed us, and then right now in this moment we're looking at this
It
thing and
adds
this is
up
the thing that we're
like dishes in the sink.
yeah
That stirs a lot of, uh, heat.
yeah
Well, now passion sounds like I'm getting excited over it. No, it stirs a lot, stirs up the dust in my house, the dishes in the sink, because I can't start dinner until I have a cleared palate. I need the place clean before I dirty it up again,
yeah.
and that means
The
dinner's
chef
starting late.
needs our space.
The chef needs our space.
See,
And,
so I'm the other way on that. It's that when I get done emptying the sink, when stuff has piled up and I'm the one who empties it, and then all of a sudden I'll come down here and do whatever I'm doing, and then I go upstairs and there's more stuff in the sink.
oh, I that's the same. It's the same thing.
"Rinse your johns out and put them in the
Yeah.
dishwasher."
Oh, and you get the, excuse, "I'm letting it soak." You had water in it. Like, what do you mean you're letting it soak?
I
Let
would
that thing
almost prefer
soak.
so what my big pet peeve is dry cereal. When cereal's dried on the side of the bowl
Mhm.
and, Kate loves, like, oatmeal, and she'll put peanut butter in there, and then I'm like, I'm
Oh,
not
it's a
gonna
lot of
spend
stick.
12 minutes
Right.
scrubbing this thing out."
No, no, you're responsible for that bowl. If you're gonna go hog wild on that cereal
Yeah,
bowl, you're cleaning it out.
yeah,
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, so that's one of our arguments, and then my husband's like, "I cannot believe we're arguing over washing dishes." I'm like, "You don't understand how it snowballs. We're arguing over this because you're gonna be angry in about a half an hour wondering why dinner's not ready because 'cause you're hungry,
mhm.
and it's because I'm washing dishes and I can't get to the food." So it's not just you're right.
And then
It's
wait
not
till
just
he
the
opens
dishes.
the fridge and sees the jam.
The jam. Whose jam is it? We come full circle with
Yeah.
Shakira. All right, guys. On the way, we have your fuel up.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And don't forget your honey. So at this point, if you have to make up for any jam in the
Yeah, if you
fridge,
argued about the dishes last night, get a couple of
right,
cups of coffee this
right.
morning, one for you, one for them, yeah.
Yeah, nice fuel up with Phillipsburg Easton Honda. We're going to do that in about 2 minutes on LEV. I want to thank our friends over at Chore, Children's Home of Reading. Always looking for families to foster, adopt. If you're just thinking about it, they're not pushy at all. They're wonderful. They'll give you all the advice you need. Buildingkidslives.org. Every little bit counts too. If you're looking to maybe even
Yeah.
donate gift cards or help them out, there's so many ways that you can get involved
Yeah, just
with
start
chores.
by giving a look. Like, just they're so excellent over there with all the things that they do. We've got all their socials down here. If you want to check them out on Facebook, you're already here on Facebook or at buildingkidslives.org. Just some really wonderful folks over there trying to do some great things for a lot of kiddos in Pennsylvania and particularly the Lehigh Valley. So check it out.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great Thursday.
Bye, Selena.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Selena.